Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guys, I've been getting a lot of comments and remarks about this Soviet Arms rear sight Picatinny mount. Guys, this thing is excellent. It's very strong and durable. It ain't gonna come off. You can't beat it off with a hammer. I was undecided. I always want to have the option of putting an optic on my AK if that's what I want to do. I wasn't, however, too comfortable with drilling into my receiver to put a side plate on this, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So I bought the NC Star, which is the railed dust cover, which was the biggest piece of shit I've ever bought in my life. It wouldn't fit on any AK no matter what, and I've tried it on about 7 or 8 AKs. Guys, this one right here, it takes place of your rear mount, your rear sight. And it's similar to the Arturo Arms, but this one's called the Soviet Arms. And also, if you choose to take the optic off, as you can see right here, they do have a notch and a groove right here. So you can still use this as a rear sight if you don't want to have an optic on there. So that's a great feature to this this rear Picatinny mount. It's very easy to install. I'm no gunsmith by any means, but I do know how to use basic hand tools. Like I stated before in my bio, I'm a retired millwright. It's very easy to do. I think it took me maybe 5 or 6 minutes to change this out, to remove the rear sight off of there. Very simple to do. And this was about the next cheapest option. I think this was about $74. But you remove your rear sight off of there with the spring. It's like, again, it's very simple. You take the rear spring off. I mean the rear sight with the spring right here. It's very simple to pull them out. And there's no play on this at all. It does not move. As you can see, there's a little space in between this and the dust cover. And again, the best thing about this is you can use this rear sight right here. They have a little notch right here that will allow you to use, you know, the regular standard sights that come with the AK, the front sight or the rear sight. Or if you want, like I did, you could put an optic on there. But just to be able to have the option of having an optic if I want to. If not, I could just take it off, put it on another gun. It's an excellent deal. I put this on 3 of my AKs. And like I said, it's very, very easy to install, guys. The other option, like I stated, was to drill into my receiver like this AK and put the side mount on there, which I didn't want to do. I did find that they do make a side plate like this, but the pins that go on the inside of this that hold your hammer in place, you get what it is they give you longer pins. And if you look inside here, the pins in here and up here, which are these 2 pins right here, you replace those with longer ones, which will allow you to put the side plate on to your receiver without having to drill any holes into the receiver. I haven't gotten that mount yet. I've been thinking about it. Again, like I said, I'm not no gunsmith. I don't know how hard it would be to remove the hammer springs on this AK and take these pins out and put the longer pins in. So I opted not to do that as of yet. However, I'm going to try it and just to see. But as I stated, I do have that Soviet Arms rear Picatinny mount on a few of my AKs that didn't have an optic mount on there, and I'm pretty pleased with how it is so far. But again, this is a learning channel, a gun channel, so I'm gonna try the other things just to see how they work, and I'll share that information along with you guys. But so that's 2 options. But like I said, this was a great option for me. It was very easy to install. And then also, I thought about mounting a Picatinny rail right on top of this dust cover myself. I know guys talked about it. Guys told me that it wouldn't be a good idea, that it wouldn't hold a zero. But again, as I stated, this is a gun channel, a learning channel. I'm going to try it. I think if I was to drill the holes in here and on the back side of this, if you were able to get a little tack weld in here to hold the nuts in place for this, I think it'd be perfectly fine. I'm not sure. Like I said, I know there's a lot of guys that thought of this ideal, but then there's a lot of guys that said it won't work. I'm not saying that I don't believe them, but then the question is, well, how do they know? Because obviously no one's tried it that I've seen on anywhere on YouTube yet. So I'm going to try that. And if worst case scenario, I have to buy a new dust cover. You can pick these up brand new for $20-something. They're very cheap. But I think if I was to get this mounted on here, and then maybe some JB weld or some epoxy. I don't know if I'd be able to get a good weld on here to hold the nuts in place. You know, these little lock nuts that they give you. But I'm thinking it would work, guys. What do you guys think? What are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you know anybody that's done this? Have you guys done this? How has it worked out? Like I said, I mentioned it before, and a lot of guys told me not to, that it wouldn't hold a zero. But what would be the difference of me mounting this onto this or me buying one from a company that costs $100 and $200 something? So if they can do it, I'm pretty sure we can do it, right, guys? That makes sense, doesn't it? I think the biggest thing would be, how would we get these nuts on the inside of this to stay and not come off due to the recoil of firing the firearm? But that's something we'll have to see, guys. And like I said, I'm going to do it because, like I said, this is a learning channel. It's a gun channel. And I think a lot of guys would probably benefit if this was something that can be done, you know, to mount a Picatinny rail right on top of the dust cover there. The biggest thing would be is trying to figure out a way to secure the nut on the backside from it breaking free and whatever. So again, to the guys that are interested in this, you can use this. It does have a little notch in here that will allow you to use this rear sight with your front sight if you don't want to mount an optic on there. But again, if you're like me, I want to be able to have the option to put one on there or take it off. Simple as that, guys. The more options, the better, right? That's the way I look at it. I'd much rather be able to put one on there than to say, man, I wish I could put an optic on there, but I can't because I don't have a mount for it. So if you're thinking about this, thinking about getting a optic mount, guys, do not miss this Soviet Arms rear Picatinny mount. It's very strong and durable, and it works excellent. It's very strong. 2 screws hold it in, and another pin in here holds it in from where the old leaf spring was on there, and it's very strong. And guys, and it looks great on the gun too. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts. If you guys have any questions, or if you see something on this gun that you want to know about, like my charging handles, I have videos on all this. I have videos of the install of the Soviet Arms. I epoxied the charging handle on several of my AKs. But that's it, guys. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of comments about this Soviet Arms here, and people saying they want to be able to use their rear sight. But I recently just found out that this Soviet Arms does have a spot here where you can use it with your front sight if you don't want to put an optic on there. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And please let me know your guys' thoughts on putting a Picatinny rail right here on top of this dust cover. Again, I'm going to try it. I'm not sure when, but when I do, I'll let you guys know, and I'll post a video of me doing it. So we'll see how it goes, guys. But again, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody.